Well, here we are again. We've got an asshole in the National Grid, Mr. Redcar, a bit of a smug fuck. Yeah, should we see if we can catch him? Yeah. So anyway, you can either see that or you can't. There he is. He's down there somewhere. Yeah, right, pompous prick. But anyway, you either got lucky or you didn't. So today is crafty day. And look what you're doing to me. You really should stop it. See, there's only one place James Webb Telescope is. It's above me. Obviously, I've got NATO 360 and morons like that. By the way, we're all plugged into the power grid. Yeah, they're getting rid of the carbon units, which I think is the British people. And they're replacing them with migrants. Maybe that's renewables. Maybe there's a whole bunch of migrants out there somewhere. They just bring them in. As soon as one drops dead, get another one. Oh, crafty. Yeah, right. So anyway, I hope you can see this. Can you see that? That's my Zilla Domesticus. Hang on, it's all back to front, isn't it? Oh, God. See, they've damaged my spatial awareness. You see that? Yeah, so anyway, I've been working on the staples. As you can see, it was based upon the colour purple. And Oprah, she got a little bit domesticated. It wasn't nice what they did to her either. So anyway, that's what that was based upon. Whereas I'm pretty sure Zilla deserves to be domesticated. Just in case we get a raptor instead of the rapture. So anyway, since this craft day, I thought I'd introduce you to see those lovely staples. Well, I made a bit of a mess at the back because obviously I had to put the staples into something, and yeah, I wanted to get them off and then flatten them down. I managed to do it once. Unfortunately, they fell through the canvas, so I had to put some paper mache on there. But anyway, crafty for all those painters out there. I came up with this idea. This is not the best canvas to actually demonstrate it, but although it may enable tipping and pouring and stretching. Okay, it's only in assistance to your little screwed in feet or tapped in feet or whatever it is. It does come off, and I will demonstrate that. I'm in the middle of filing them down. I filed this one down. Okay, so it's a little bit a little bit tapered on the end there, so it slots in these areas here, which you put your little piece of wood for stretching the canvas. And because this is it goes in and out quite easily, it's not going to stretch the, where are we? It's not going to stretch the canvas, is it? So what you do is you line up that bit with the top of the canvas there. Can you see that? And then obviously you've got your Velcro. You see it's very loose, so what basically holds it together is the fact I haven't done that one yet. Here's my file. So I will be tapering that one off so it's nice and loose, like the one that fell on the floor. Okay, so there you go. So the way it sticks together is that once you... Why is everything back to front, damn it? See, being the biological effects of being brutalized by the agenda is it affects your spatial awareness. And in women, it's mainly so they can say you're no good as a scientist because you got rubbish spatial awareness. So it's basically trying to keep women out of the, the ologies. With boys, men, it's more likely you're going to get some weird kind of dyslexia. But it's not real dyslexia, right? It's pseudo dyslexia. So anyway, I can't show you because of the way I have my camera, but I will put it back. So that just slots in there. The other one slots in the other one. And this one hasn't been tapered, so it may be a bit of an issue. But then so's that twat down there. He's a bit of an issue. We're all plugged into the power grid. You got a whole bunch. Global mesh networks, satellites, orbit, low orbit, fiber optics, obviously a broadband. Yeah, all of it. We're basically all plugged into the power grid. And cretins like that think there's something special. What he doesn't realize is we're all gonna die, because the agenda just uses people. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, once you do that, you see what I've done there. Okay, you just line up your Velcro, and then you can do that. So you can tip it to your little heart's content, stretch your paint out, do what you like. It's just an added thing, and well, there you go. So I don't paint these things. So there's a little bit of King Kong looking a bit smug. Yeah, I was getting beamed one day, and I just put my fist right through it. Call it aggression, call it passive-aggressive. You see, I am passive until somebody tortures the shit out of me, and then I become aggressive. And Zilla domesticus here got domesticated. But yeah, I don't paint these things. They paint themselves. As you can see, that looks like Kong Island. Now, can I just point out a few things? I'm not a monkey. I think I married one, and that's when I got told I was rhesus A negative. So I was in my 30s. So the point is, I've been character assassinated like no other. I've got some really weird pictures that I do not paint. It's almost like they paint themselves. I'll go and get one to show you a prime example. I did not paint this. You see, I was trying to get blooms, flowers, petals. And I thought, well, you know, I like fire petals. Okay, you can clearly see it's basically a dead, dying frog, and all things aquatic, dead and dying in like fire oil. Okay, I didn't paint that. I was trying to create flowers. I didn't paint this. It just appeared. It's not me doing it. You see, I got two Kongs and one Zilla domesticus. Okay, so anyway, that's this one here. Just forget that. They're not supposed to be there. Now you really need to stop beaming me because yeah, you've created something here. You're gonna wish you did not. Like wrath. You see, I don't do torture. I don't do persecution. And these mental health crazies, I've basically, the church went a little bit early on that, you know, with the Salem and the burning of witches, Joan of Arc, because these cunts who work for the NHS, disguised as mental health professionals, actually use psychics, and psychics come and tell us stuff, yeah, and then they tell somebody else something, and then we get played against each other. Yeah, and that's what they do. So these are the witches, these are the women that the church basically burned at the stake the last time. But the joke is that these women have been put in this position by men. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So anyway, like I say, I'm not King Kong. Metaphorically, I would be, but I may have married a silverback. You know, I had my tonsils and adenoids out in the Royal Navy Hospital in Plymouth. I think my parents would have known I was rhesus A negative. Oh yeah. I had 4 teeth out. Another reason is because I've been messed with the biological effects of electromagnetic radiation. So somehow they put my box on my youngest daughter's head, so she had 4 teeth out. And I think they put my dad's box on my head, and I got dream skills. He was an absolute nutter, especially when it comes to self-defense. I've never lost a dream battle. So, you know, I didn't create me. You all created me. I gave you a foundation built upon solid rock. It was called Democracy for All. I gave you what you wanted, but you didn't want it. You lied. I'm the age of Aquarius. Why? Because I just want clean fucking water coming out my tap. Whereas these utility guys are poisoning us. I've had black mold plugs put in my water. They're now putting in Legionnaire's disease. Another Navy trick. I get my water off the mains. There's no need to be checking for Legionella. I got Pseudomonas. I got hot pink Pseudomonas. This was used to kill my mother. I can't get any justice because everybody knows what they've done to me. Well, that's fine, but I leave alone. If you don't stop picking on me, I will rain terror down upon you. But the Bible's version of hell, this is your creation. It's out there now. If you're doing anything like life is a minestrone, you're doing it. It's nothing to do with me. I've been trying to stop prophecy. The prophecy has been trying to stop prophecy. So don't give me a fucking bad time. I'm hogtied and tortured, and I've been trying to get you to see we're all going to die. And if you keep beaming the shit out of this planet, it's going to blow up in your face. And my theory is this planet used to be a star. And it cooled down, and we ended up like this. And they want to solidify the core. So that's why they're talking about polar vortexes and all the rest of it. If they solidify the core, okay, some crazy wants to cut it in half and put a tunnel between two halves. Yeah, they're absolutely bonkers. If you solidify the core, that's a moon. You've created a moon. And if you lose all what you may or may not have up there, we'll never come back from that. This planet could have been an ice cube loads of times. And because it's got an active core, it kicked off all the volcanoes and thawed us back out. We came back in the Goldilocks zone. If you turn this planet into a moon, we are history. And that's without me fucking coming anywhere near you, raining terror down upon you. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, so this is all metaphorical, but I didn't fucking well paint it. Like the fish. I didn't do that either. In fact, I don't like painting anything that looks like something. Now, you need to stop painting me. Because what you're doing to me is, you've already broke a tooth. And I'm telling you right now, it's teeth for tooth. It's eyes for eyes. Feet for foot. Anything with feet. Stop picking on me. This is a persecution like no other. You get your sick, twisted shit show off me. You don't win this war you started with me. This is the war that ends all wars. All right. Over and out for Craft Air.